dull blue stack hat, a little boy smothered beneath, riding shotgun. If an under-over was the weapon of choice, he had none. Too young to have begun the calisthenics of seeing his town through more than a visor. All the other stack hats, bright orange, softer insides, and the kids wore them around, unaware of how daggy and shielded these oversized pills made us look. The local pedophile would beep his horn compulsively, so you never felt singled out. It was just a warning shot, fired into the air from a gun full of blanks under and over his weapon. Of choice, we had none. Too young to have begun feeling shame, too young to see more than beauty in the trees, in the dead carp. Exploration by bike, a mountain of every hill, curiosity in every descent. Seated in the back basket case, helmets clapping against my father as we bump and grind. We're pedaled by big adult legs driven by wiser minds, and pedaled by big adult legs driven by wiser minds, and pedaled by big adult legs and driven by wiser minds, and pedaled by big wise. Stack out stability, no plans to escape. Under and over, our skinny arms bared, no weapons carried, no defenses up. No weapons carried and no defenses up still. Too young and happy, the perfect age and stage for this town, for this town. He wanted a new semen delivery method because his penis was warm where it was, and the cold stairs weren't making it any harder. The frigid air coming off the water, the squeal of the starting whistle, the movement of able-bodied bodies, while he shrunk down inside his town. While he shrunk down, she stood by the pool, exposed, uncool. The kids spit in each other's mouths now, stood in her undies in lieu of a bathing suit, and wondered who'd choose her to go downtown. He approached and stood behind her, sensing some form of companion. Her hair as messy as he liked, she slumped, impossible to stay upright when cornered. Downtown, down this town. She expected a push, a nudge or a shove, but he just stood there, behind her, as if in line to be the one on show in this town, down. In this town, down. In this town. Culturally squeaking from the left flank, he called out in a whisper, "Kick it to me, kick it to me, kick it to me, kick it to me." Sans the big banner without the cartoons of appreciation, he quietly suggested in the meekest of manner, "Kick it to me, kick it to me, kick it to me, kick it to me, kick it to me." No exclamation marks apparent for all to see. From the sidelines, the boy viewed as a speck in the club rooms, dreaming wanted the ball, kick it away from me. A huge religious procession, waving flags and dirty boots, storming a muddy beachhead, cutting off the oval's boundary. A rider, caught up in the Sunday church of local feather. White line fever, kick it into me, kick it into me. The ball sailing over his head, missed a goal from 10 in front. Deliberate accidents, trying to get pulled from the front pews. Kick it away from me, kick it anywhere but here. I'm not the mark you're looking for, only on field of dreams. He makes little concessions to their faith, only on field for his father's heart, filling a little pocket in the forward line, trying his best to commit a dirty offense so we can get dragged again to the bench. Kick it, this boring ritual. Kick it, this habit, 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 kick it, this ritual, kick it, this habit, yo, this habit, gotta kick it, kick it, kick it, kick it. Fist bowled into hammers, put the work on the anvil. Fists metallic the glint, fists curled like a sickle, put the work in a field, spot fires with their flint. Toes grubby, thong torn adrift, the button released, one side flapping. Toes put to work to carry you home on sticky tar roads in this town. Reach down with those fiery fists and touch those dirty toes. Take a deep breath and establish a routine daily that works in unison. Maybe swing them gaily with a steady gait till you reach the gate leading from this town. A broad uncoiled snake skin boiled in the light of days past, presented to the new apprentice and show him how the scales settle under its tissue paper like veneer. Settle, settle here, settle, settle here, settle, settle here, settle down here. You'd never guess the excitement of the natural wonder, as there is none, so little around us. You'd never notice him remove his hoodie and flex to catch your eye, skin glistening to welcome a new season. And settle, settle, settle down here, settle down, settle, 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 settle here, set to work, settle, settle, settle here, get to work, settle, settle, get to work.
Tomorrow, when the call began, a soft-spoken voice, a mixture of channels garbled together, a mother, a teacher, a fox. They said, trust in your plan your escape. But the static was heavy and hard to tell what I made out. So made up a concrete message, finger dragged across the wet cement. Jade loves Chris, Chris loves solitude. The town doesn't know. The town doesn't know who you are, or if you leave today, or tomorrow.
The drain of the dirty dish, waiting, sounds off. Hear them unmoved in the sink. You left them. I hate you for leaving them there. Leaving. Pitter patter, the sounds that matter at 3 a.m. When the air siren can't raise the alarm. The smallest drop of a book as you flop off to sleep has me wide awake and leaving them there. The day to come is wet, cold and unwelcoming, but lucidity the only relief from tossing and turning pages of the book left unread on the floor where you dream deeply of never waiting or even making a move to wake in this town. Shiny, slick, loud, fast, all the things I thought I wanted to be. At least it'll run hot, burn out, and rage the cops. All the things I thought of, I came to be. Old men told us, don't stop for sleeping giants. Bus drivers warned us, if we stopped for gas, they'd peel up off the road and eat us alive. Oh, cheers. Cool. I'll remember that. Yeah, thanks for the advice. Appreciate it. That's really handy. Good advice. That'll help us. Old women told us the north is a dumpster fire as they stoke the newborn alight. Nurses forgave us for wanting to experience the blackness of our country and its yellow belly pride.
The bottle opens before the pharmacy. In my town, the liquor store serves you before the chemist. In this town, the bottle, the magic, the saving grapes open up before the bread bin. In this town, the liquor store overflowing, saving grace glowing, and the liquor store overflowing, saving grace glowing, and the liquor store overflowing, saving grace glowing, then the liquor store closed. But the pharmacy stays closed, and I need a different drug for the road, a drug of promise, delivered without the hope. That town, this fuck.
The highway out had roadworks for miles, so slowly slowly escaped. It felt like a children's ride at an amusement. In our amusement, we rattled the door handles and wondered if we'd ever get beyond the sight of its walls. We slept deeply, head against the glass, and passed the chemist's potion back and forth to make escape into a sport, to make departure into a fairy tale. Far beyond the boundaries now, a new postcode, a new hat, signs that were red became green, and we laugh at every adult who appeared childlike as we grew out of there. Faster we drove and further we went with acute senses. It would smell different. New walls, new mountains and falls, the same despair and hope for acceptance from all I hold ungodly. The tiniest of changes to the most solid of memory, that which remains fluid like a lie I tell so well. This, that fantasy, the only true recollection I wish to share from my town.